Now, fascism is about emotion over reason. It's about will over reason. It's about fear over fact. It's about doom over hope. Fascism is a state of politics in which a leader who supposedly somehow incorporates the will of all the people is more important than the laws or the Constitution. And the way that fascism works is that the leader decides what you fear and then rules you by your fears. So it's a different kind of regime, not one in which real problems are named and solved, but one in which fake problems are generated, and then the fear is used as the material for power. And that's what these kinds of ads reveal. They are fascist in the sense that they aim directly for human vulnerabilities having to do with borders of our country, borders of the body, borders of economics, of personal economics, of home economics, how we survive, who we are, what we are as a people. Those kinds of things, the things which make people inherently vulnerable, those are the deliberate targets of these messages. And if these messages reach you, you should know that you're being targeted, not because anyone cares about you, but because people are trying to exploit your vulnerabilities, your human vulnerabilities. But that's how fascism works. It doesn't treat us as thinkers. It treats us as fearers. It doesn't treat us as people with interests. It treats us as beasts to be herded according to the things that we fear. So we got to see that. We got to resist it. We have to not follow it. The other way that this is a fascist message is that it suggests, and it's at the end of every commercial, that somehow just the physical presence of one man will make all of this go away. And of course, in some sense it will, because these are all fake problems. These fake problems are being generated to make you feel frightened. And then of course, if Trump is president, he'll just declare that they're all solved. But they were fake problems to begin with. The kind of government that a Trumpian sort of fascism would bring would not actually address any of the real problems in life. It would only generate the next round of fake problems, the next set of things you should be afraid of, and then it will magically declare that those things have been resolved. The third and final way that this is a fascist message is the way that it treats Vice President Harris. Vice President Harris is not presented as a citizen or a human being or a candidate for office or indeed a current office holder. She holds the second highest office in the land. She's presented as a kind of magical figure, a kind of figure of black magic, a sort of witch, someone with these terrible powers to do these terrible things. And this too, you should notice, is fascist. The idea that women or women of color or people who are not white guys are somehow shouldn't be on the political scene, or if they are on the political scene, they're there doing unnatural things in unnatural ways. That's also fascist, and it shouldn't be acceptable. It really shouldn't be acceptable. When we see that kind of thing on television, we should just shake our heads. But we should know at a deeper level, we should know analytically, we should know politically, that these kinds of ads are not only part of a fascist strategy for being in power, they are a fascist promise of how power would behave. Make us afraid with fake problems, never address our real problems, always blame somebody else, never take responsibility, and at the end of all that, we're not going to have much of a country. Okay, this is Fascism 3 of 3. I promise the next time I come on video, I'll be talking about something else, but I hope this has been helpful. Again, this is Tim Snyder. I'm on my Substack Thinking About. I'm touring with my book on freedom in Ohio this week. Thanks for being with me.